Behrens. I have your social studies writing for today. We'll be looking at important people on that important people list that we're creating, and this is part 2. You will need your iPad, your important people table in the Slides app. If you don't have that yet, you'll need to go back to the last writing assignment and pull that up. Here are our learning targets. I can apply what I learned in reading to a new assignment. I can apply the 5 steps for conducting research to further my learning independently, and I can organize and record my findings in writing. Yesterday, you completed an assignment in reading that looked at 9 different European explorers. Now, all of these people came from Europe, but they were from different countries, different places on the continent, and they had different motivations for exploring and settling in a new place. You should have a table that looks just like this, and after that assignment yesterday, all of these blank boxes should be filled out with information that you learned about these 9 explorers. Today, we are going to take this information and apply it to our important people list. Now remember, we have a big research project coming up that's kind of one of your final 5th grade projects. It's called the Wax Museum, and you will be choosing one person off of this important people list to learn more about and do some writing on. Today we're going to add some of these explorers to our important people list so that we continue to build that list of options for us to choose from. Before we jump into that, we're going to review those 5 steps for online research, and then you will find out what your job is for today. Remember, we have these 5 steps: prepare, search, evaluate the source, record your findings, and cite. Step 1, decide what your topic is. Figure out what it is that you want to know or what information you're looking for. Step 2, conduct your search. Enter the question or your key words into multiple search engines. See if you can find that information that you're looking for, and if you can't, reword what you're searching. Step 3, evaluate your source. Once you find information online, it's really important that we ask ourselves, where did this come from? Is it up to date? Is it reliable? Is it true? How do I know? Make sure we're using reliable sources so that we're getting accurate information. Step 4, record. As you're conducting research, make sure that you write down the information you're learning and organizing it so that you can find it later. And step 5, cite your source. It's not okay, it's actually illegal to take information from a source without giving them credit or props. So be sure to write down the title and author, copyright date, and the web address if you're using an online source. So here's your job for today. I'm going to lead you through step 1 right now because it's a little tricky. Our important people list is just going to keep growing. So in order to have enough room to add all of the important people, we are going to add to your table in Slides. So when you open up your Slides app, you should have a table that looks like this. We already have 2 people on this list, Squanto and Chief Massasoit. Below this part of your table, you will have some blank areas that look like this. But we don't have enough for as many people that we're going to add today. So your job right now is to click on this table. You're going to click on this blue outline right there, like I did where you have the crossbars. You're going to copy it. So go Edit, Copy. Then you're going to add some blank slides to your slides. And you're going to paste that table onto these blank slides. You can delete the boxes in the background if you would like. Once you've done that once, you can click the slide on the left-hand side, copy the whole slide, and just paste it over and over again so that you have enough space to add all of these new people. If you get lost or have questions about how to do this, me and Miss Bruins are super awesome at Google Slides, and we can help you do it as well. After you've added some blank spots to your table, step 2 is to add the 9 explorers from yesterday's assignment to your important people list. Yesterday, you had these 9 explorers right here listed. And your job today is to go to the next blank part of your table and add all of their names. So we have Christopher Columbus, Francis Drake, John Cabot, Giovanni de Verranzo. On the next page, we have Jacques Cartier, Samuel de Champlain, Henry Hudson, Queen Elizabeth, and the final one that you will add is King Philip. Once you have those 9 important people added to your table or your important people list, you are going to use what you learned in yesterday's lesson to fill in as many of the boxes as you can on the important people list. Yesterday, you filled out this table for your lesson. This focused on where these people were from and what their motivation was for exploring and settling. Today, your job is to record the years that they were alive, the group that they were a part of, so this you might be able to find up here on what country they were from, and finally, what their impact was or what accomplishments they made. You may not be able to fill out all of these boxes using the assignment from yesterday, but step 3 is just to fill out as many as you can using that information. Finally, step 4. After you have used your own knowledge from yesterday to add information to your important people list, you are going to conduct independent research to fill in the unknown boxes. So if we go down to your list, you will probably need to do independent research to figure out what years these people were alive, and maybe a little bit more about what they accomplished or what their impact was. Once you have all of these boxes filled out for your 9 explorers on the important people list, you will submit a screenshot of your accomplishments to Schoology.